Now to the next House hearing on the attack on the Capitol. The committee will focus today on how President Trump pressured Vice President Mike Pence to block the certification of the election. Chief Washington correspondent John Carl has exclusive new images of Mike Pence on January 6th and what we know about the testimony we're going to hear from Pence's inner circle. Good morning, John.
Good morning, George. These never-before-seen photos of Pence and his family that were taken on January 6th provide a fascinating window on the pressure campaign that Pence was facing, a pressure campaign that ultimately led to threats against his life.
The photos from January 6th that you've never seen, obtained exclusively by ABC News. Vice President Mike Pence just whisked off the Senate floor by the Secret Service, huddles with his brother and his daughter, the fear visible on her face. Second Lady Karen Pence is seen closing the curtains as the mob of rioters storms the Capitol, fearing they would see her husband. Minutes later, Pence and his family were taken to a loading dock beneath the Capitol complex. Late that night, tweeting these pictures with the Capitol Police. During the siege, the crowd of Trump supporters was searching for Pence after he rebuffed Donald Trump's demand that he attempt to overturn the 2020 election. The January 6th committee's Republican vice chair says they will prove that Trump agreed with those trying to get Pence.
The president responded with this sentiment, quote, "Maybe our supporters have the right idea. Mike Pence, quote, deserves it."
Trump denied that after the committee's first hearing, but listen to what he told me just 2 months after the Capitol attack.
No, you heard those chants. That was terrible. I mean, it was,
he could have. Well, the people were very angry.
They're saying, "Hang Mike
Because
Pence."
it's common sense, John. It's common sense that you're supposed to protect. How can you, if you know a vote is fraudulent, right?
Yeah.
How can you pass on a fraudulent vote to Congress?
But the vote wasn't fraudulent, and Pence's role in certifying the election was only ceremonial. Trump's White House lawyers, aides, and Pence himself had told Trump that.
President Trump is wrong. I had no right to overturn the election.
Trump ignored all of them and launched an all-out pressure campaign against Pence, even issuing this warning the day of the attack.
Mike Pence is going to have to come through for us, and if he doesn't, that will be a sad day for our country, because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
After the Capitol was cleared that night, Pence returned. This picture showing him working with his daughter on the speech that he would give as Congress reconvened to certify Joe Biden's victory.
To those who wreaked havoc in our Capitol today, you did not win. Violence never wins. Freedom wins. And this is still the people's house.
Pence himself is not testifying today, but he has given a green light to all of his senior advisors to cooperate with the committee. You will hear from several of them today, both in live and recorded testimony. George?
And John, the committee also has new evidence that Ginny Thomas, the wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, was involved in this effort to overturn the election.
Ginny Thomas is a pro-Trump activist with extreme views. We already know that she had been in communications with White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and Republican legislators. We now know the committee has in their possession emails between Thomas and John Eastman. He was the lawyer that was pushing this whole argument that Pence could somehow single-handedly overturn the election. But, George, I don't know that those emails will be a major part of this committee's investigation.
John Carl, thanks. We're going to have full coverage of the January 6th committee hearing beginning at 1 p.m. here on ABC. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.